Hi, welcome to my channel about embedded systems, fischertechnik and robotics. The focus of this video is my hydraulics set made with fischertechnik and is partly automated and partly manually operated. Last time I tried to fix or attach an LED to this phototransistor, and that means that like with this one or with the LEDs that are down here, that when there's a contact made, the LED lights up, and when there's no contact it doesn't light up. However, in this case LED did light up in all cases, so that's not good. Now I had the idea to look further at the controller, because with the analog switches I had to change the polarity with the wiring, and I didn't do that last time, so let me see if I can manage that this time. Once again a screencast with obviously the camera, then the diagnostics FT interface not written by me, and my source code and a terminal to run the code in. Ready to go, but I'm not yet ready to go, because with this phototransistor the wiring is the same, since the phototransistor is unipolar, but what can change is right there. I have to move the camera a little bit further, and then you see here the different colors. So this is the way that if I connect it, the LED is burning, and that is not the intention with the light off. So I have to change this polarity and see what happens then. Well, a little bit of a spoiler, when I change these connectors, camera down, when I change these connectors, then the LED won't burn, but what happens in that position when I turn on the light? So that's something different. Anyway, let's change the connectors. These connectors are different right now. Let's change them. So they're all more or less the same. That's right. Green here, red here. With the LED testing and that's an off LED, so that in itself is right, but now I have to light up the lamp, that shines into the phototransistor. So let's find out which wire that is. To find the wire I take the schematics, phototransistor and the lamp is powered by 0.5, and where 0.5, that is this one. So that is a definite light up. So now the question is, does the LED do something? And the LED isn't doing a thing. Not at all. So let's give it all power. And there's nothing in the LED. So that's a disappointment. Wiring the same as the rest, but there is no LED to be happy about in this case. So how to accomplish it then? Now, one thing I do have to check if if the motor, this one, is functional when the wires are like this. So I am closing this interface and I'm starting the program. And then somehow the motor has to start working, which it doesn't. So I think that these wires have to be reversed again. So let's just do that. The problem is now that the question is, how does this get to work with the phototransistor with the wiring that has to be like this? And like this, I mean really like this. So with this kind of switch, it has to be red green, and with the phototransistor it has to be green red. And yet a phototransistor, yes or no? That's a good question. Still don't have the answer. Okay, so now I found out that this wiring with let me be sure, this wiring including phototransistor and lamp is working for that motor, for that motor. So where comes this LED in? Well, I have made very simple schematics. You know this program if you watched my videos before. Input voltage, lamp, ground. Second input voltage, phototransistor, LED. This is the simplest schematics for phototransistor, including a buzzer or an LED that you can find. This is guaranteed to work. So if this is guaranteed to work, why doesn't this work? Because this is not standard. This is fischertechnik. This is not just an average phototransistor. In my project with the ESP32, I do have a standard phototransistor. With this, with that one, with the standard phototransistor, and this LED, there's no problem. But this phototransistor goes via this controller, which is also fischertechnik, which has electronics inside, and the controller, obviously, because this is a controller. So that is the culprit. That is the reason that the standard schematics, standard idea, will not work here. The reason that this is working is because this is an analog switch with, well, different wiring, and that doesn't work. So my attempt to take this phototransistor from fischertechnik on a fischertechnik controller in the same way as this is not going to work out. Too bad, but that's the truth. So while this is a very nice way to make a model and to get things to work, the electronics is not exactly the same. Another question which comes to mind is, What if I replace this phototransistor with that ordinary one? I don't think that would matter, because this controller, the robo interface, would still be in its place in the circuit, and it drives that motor that I showed you through the interface. So either this one or another one would matter. It would not matter. And that ends this attempt to add an ordinary LED with transistor, with resistor, to a phototransistor, unfortunately. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, click the bell for notification, leave a comment or suggestion. You can support by PayPal, Ko-fi, and by becoming a patron. And you can also follow me via Twitter and Instagram. The project with the hydraulics is going to be continued, not with the LED, by the way. This LED on this transistor, that may be quite obvious. For now, have a great day, stay safe, take care, bye.